That new iPhone, huh? Yeah, it has a problem.
Get daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech. Of course, the show that gives you all the latest tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Happy Friday. Brian had to move today, so we did that thing. I helped him move. We moved his ass to a different place. That's what moving is about. And I'm still back, just showered, now filming the show. So don't say we don't love you, because it's very clear that we do. We are very dedicated. Also, side note, I say f*** a lot on this show, just like that, and we have to censor it, just like that. But YouTube, in all of their wisdom, has started to demonetize videos that censor words. And I think it's because it hears that frequency, and so it demonetizes you. So now we have to get clever. I will still say f***, but now we will use a different sound to censor. We must be creative. We must fight the YouTube tyranny. All right, so story numero uno is actually a question for you. So, question for you. What comes to mind when I say Sprint sucks? You're probably mad. There's a few people in the audience that get mad when I say Sprint sucks. But what if I told you it's not just me saying that Sprint sucks, and Sprint themselves has come out and said they suck? Now, coverage maps are all the rage with mobile networks, right? Specifically, we're talking about the US here. It allows you to see just how much of the US you will have coverage in by going with your network of choice. And also, as you know, T-Mobile and Sprint are looking to merge. Merge is a very funny word for that, though. What's actually happening is T-Mobile effectively is looking to acquire Sprint. But because there's only really 4 carriers left here in the US, and if they merged, it would only leave us with 3, competition is a weird thing to play with. So for them to be able to merge, it takes the US regulators to approve the merger first, saying, yes, this is cool, go ahead and do it. So to try to convince the regulators, Sprint in a filing is basically saying, hey, look, here's our coverage map. Our coverage sucks. We need to merge with T-Mobile. So in a filing, they show their LTE coverage map. It's not good, and it's straight from Sprint themselves. They need desperately to merge with T-Mobile, and it's just funny because for everyone that's like, Sprint is fine, it's great, I love it. No, it's not, kids. So there you go. What have I been saying for years about Sprint? Their service is like trying to shove shit through a toaster. I'm pretty sure that's how I describe the coverage. Listen, you can get mad at me all you want, but I'm not wrong, so. Oh, hey, speaking of bad things, how do I say this? If you have a Facebook account, you're f***ed. In a press release this morning, Facebook spilled the beans on something not great. And by beans, I mean the accounts of 50 million users were directly affected by a hack. So Facebook, major breach, major hack, 50 million of you were just directly fisted. And I don't know if you know this, but 50 million people is a lot of people. The statement said on the afternoon of Tuesday, oh, by the way, this is a quote. On the afternoon of Tuesday, September 25th, our words are hard. Our engineering team discovered a security issue affecting almost 50 million accounts. So what is that? 49 million. It's clear that attackers exploited a vulnerability in Facebook's code that impacted View As, a feature that lets people see what their own profile looks like to someone else. This allowed them to steal Facebook access tokens, which they could then use to take over people's accounts. Holy shit. So, yeah, listen, I'll do you a favor, right? I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna teach you right now how to fix this, how to securely change your Facebook password. Here we go. Don't worry, we'll just fix this right now. And there you go, fixed. And it's gone. Okay, let's talk about the iPhone XS. The phone has an issue, more specifically, the camera. More specifically, the front-facing camera. You may have seen this video from Lou from Unbox Therapy where he essentially showed us an issue that he was having with his phone where if he went to take a selfie, there was some sort of weird processing, image processing happening to his photos. It was almost as if there was a beauty mode turned on. Typically, beauty mode in phones, specifically when you take selfies, it basically smooths out your skin, makes you look pretty, makes you look beautiful, hence the term beauty mode. And it turns out it wasn't just Lou. There are a bunch of users, iPhone XS users, now complaining about this exact thing. And you can really tell the difference if you like put pictures side by side with the previous model iPhone. So iPhone 10 and then iPhone XS, you can clearly see where like the blending is happening and the smoothing of your skin is happening in selfies on the new one. It seems to happen more when lighting isn't like perfect for the shot, which is most times if we're being honest. So, did Apple try to sneak this feature in these phones without anyone realizing? Like, it almost makes sense for the mass market, for most consumers. Some sort of beauty mode would sort of make sense. I would say the average consumer probably would just think this is a great photo. Whoa, I took a selfie and my skin looks great. And not even question it. In fact, a lot of people have beauty mode on their devices and they have it turned on because they think it makes the picture look better. But the thing is, with most other devices, you activate beauty mode. It's clear that it is a feature. And then also, you have the option to turn it off. Is Apple doing this, not telling you, and adding some sort of beauty mode to trick you and think that it takes better photos than it does? No. No, not really. Going back to that like less than ideal lighting scenario, what we're seeing here is not beauty mode. It's just like outright image processing dealing with low light photos. So what's actually happening in these photos is the iPhone takes a selfie, it's kind of low light, so what it does is it tries to reduce the noise. It applies noise reduction to the photo as it processes your selfie, and as a result, what's actually happening is the entire image is being smoothed out so you don't see the noise in the photo. And as a side effect, your skin is also being smoothed out. So it does sort of work like you would expect a beauty mode feature to work, but this is not what's happening. It's just like the software and the processing being a little funky. So at first, my original plan was to come on this show and freak out and just rage and yell at Apple for trying to trick the average consumer into thinking that they're taking better selfies than the phone is actually taking, and image processing is sort of being too aggressive and not telling us, just putting the feature on the phone by default, not letting us disable it, none of that stuff. I was gonna freak out, but it turns out that is not what's happening. This isn't some sort of hidden sneaky beauty mode feature. This is just bad image processing, and it will likely be fixed in an upcoming update. We know that Apple obviously is paying attention. They know at this point, Apple, Timmy, fix this shit. Roll out an update so we can all stop bitching. Thank you. And that's the show. Hopefully you liked it, you learned something. If you did, hit that like button. If you hate my stupid face, hit the dislike button and subscribe. That's the other one. See you tomorrow.